Hi, everyone. I'm Regina, and just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Regina Cazares. I am um, from Salt Lake City. I live in Salt Lake City. I've lived in Salt Lake City most of my life. I have lived in Chicago. I've also lived in Phoenix, but I'm basically here to stay as long as my mom is here. So um, I'll be here. And just wanted to let you know who I am. I am a mom, a single mom of two boys. I have a gorgeous 16-year-old that's a hard worker, and then I have a sweet little 11-year-old that's almost as tall as me. And so I just work hard and take care of my boys. I also have my mom that I also am very involved in her life. And, we're just living life, getting stuff done. And as far as ministry, well, I've, my dad was a pastor, and I've been a pastor's daughter since I was born. And so I met Jesus, you know, in my early years. And I said that I got saved when I was around 8. But um, how your relationship with people grows, and you learn more about someone. Well, the same thing with my relationship with the Lord. I was hearing about him constantly, Sundays, every day, just hearing about the Lord. um, I grew up in church every Sunday, went to Bible school, um, and loved it. I loved being in Bible school. But it wasn't until I got I got married, then I got divorced, and then it wasn't until I moved to Chicago that I really started to feel like I was understanding my relationship with the Lord. I don't know if it was because I was surrounded by people that I that had it figured out. I don't know. But I started to really realize my relationship then when we were doing retreats, and I was finding out more about my personality and who I was. And that I started to really realize my relationship with the Lord. But then I think I got scared and I moved back to Salt Lake. And that's when everything kind of crashed. And I had that, like, I don't know what you call it now, kind of like a backslidden, like turn my back on the Lord kind of thing. And he gave me another chance, and he allowed me to move to Phoenix. And that's where, in that time when I was in Phoenix, I really realized his love for me. I really understood how lavishly he loves his people and how much he loved me. And that's where my relationship with him, I feel, really began, where it was like my relationship with him, not just, oh, you're cool. It wasn't like, I always thought he thought, hey, Reg, yeah, you're cute, yeah, you're nice, I like you, you're all right. But it wasn't until I was in Phoenix that I was like, man, he really loves me. Like, he died for me. This relationship is real. And that's where I found him, is in Phoenix. And so when I came back to Salt Lake, because I was in Phoenix for 3 years, and when I came back to Salt Lake, um, I really had a desire to minister and to change and to help people understand his love, that his love never changes. Like, on your best day, he loves you the same as on your very worst day. And that, for me, has helped me to see people the way he sees them, and helps me to love myself and love um, my close people the way he loves them. And so, yeah, and that I've been in several different ministries, women's, uh, you know, church, very active in church. But I think my calling is really to work with women. and more on a like kind of on a one-on-one basis.
Well, Reg, I'm hearing you, and it's your testimony, and obviously, we're friends, and I know a lot about your life and the story of your life, but I can't help but to think about the first time that you and I met. And I guess probably not the very first time that we met, but I'm always sharing the story about when you, at least this is how it felt to me, you just kind of walked into my house. You had been visiting our pastor at the time, who lived just a few doors down, and you just walked into my house and invited me to watch this movie. And I thought, oh, okay, what the heck? Let's go. And it was raining. It was already, nighttime, and we went to see this movie. And just a few minutes into the movie is Return to Me, if anybody knows it. And just a few minutes into the movie, I turned. It was a really poignant part of the movie. And I turned to you, and I'm like, really? You brought me to see this? And I thought in my head, it was okay, I'm going to sit through the rest of this movie, but I don't know that we have a friendship here. I don't know that a friendship is my goal.
I don't think I'm going to like this girl.
I think that's it. When she drops me off at home, I think, I'm done. And then I sat through the movie, of course, and I watched it over and over again with my girls. It is one of their favorites as well. It's just a heart-wrenching story, but such a God-redeeming story. So anyway, I just want to, this is the woman, the one who will challenge you and just take you outside of your comfort zone. So that's my recollection of, Regina at the beginning of our friendship. My gosh, decades ago now. Yeah. So.
Yeah. When did that movie come out? I have to check. Had to have been like 1999, huh? Or 1999.
Oh my gosh. That was a long time ago. Life was so different then. So.
I remember.
So I met my girls just before, sorry, Rosie.
It's okay.
When I lived in Chicago. My first husband, well, my only husband, my one husband, was from Chicago. We moved to Chicago, and we started going to church together, and my life was like changed.
Amen.
That's when Pastor Choco introduced Vince and you to me, because I know Jose, and so we just hit it off so well, and we were doing, I think, kind of like small groups. We had invited you guys to come to small
the cell groups.
Yeah, the cell groups.
Yeah.
And it was from there that our friendship began to develop. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah, I took over your life too, huh?
Yeah, you did. She came in and she just swept us off our feet.
That's it. So I'm wondering then if Jeanette remembers. I'm sure you do remember.
Come on, girl.
Yeah.
Yes, I certainly do. I was in choir, in the worship team at the time, and I was in choir, and somebody kept telling me, Jeanette, have you met this one girl? She looks a lot like you. Well, I didn't know that they had also been telling that to Regina. And so I guess people had been saying, oh my, or mistaking us or something. I don't know what it was. But anyway, all of a sudden, one day, somebody hit me. Wait, how was it?
It was someone hit me in the back, and they were like, "Hey, Jeanette," and I looked at them and I was
yeah. Somebody
not Jeanette.
On the back saying, "Hey, Jeanette," and he's like, "Excuse me." And then anyway, so then when we met, she's like, "Oh, you're Jeanette." And we started just talking. And then I said to her, which is super cute, I said, you and I are going to be best friends. I literally told her that. Like, I think it was the first day I met her. I was like,
Mhm.
you and I are going to be best friends.
Yeah,
And
pretty
sure
much.
enough, that's what happened.
Yeah.
And I think one of the things that I like have always felt with you, Regina, is gosh, oh wow, don't get emotional, Jeanette. We have had like probably the deepest belly laughs ever. Like, oh my gosh, like laying,
Like rolling on the floor, peeing in your pants.
yes,
Yes.
like laughing so hard that is like, I don't know. And then I make it my goal to make you laugh because I love your laugh. Like Regina has one of the best laughs ever. And so, yeah, I'm like, oh, I gotta make her laugh some more. So, anyway, but yes, that's how
Yeah.
Regina and I met.
Yeah.
So that's a little bit about me and um, and how I am now here with the most beautiful women that I know in this world. And it just makes me so excited.
So Regina, let me ask you, as we end here, what about her time? What are your hopes for people who listen in, and how we glorify Jesus through this ministry that we're in together?
My main desire is to help people. I'm not going to say just women, but to help people realize that everyone goes through something for a reason, you know. Um, all of the things that I've done, all of the things that I've gone through, there's no waste. There's no waste. Like the Lord knows the reason for everything. And if in sharing my stories, if sharing who I am and what I've gone through and what I've come through and what I am still trying to process, if those things help just one person want to continue to try and want to continue to go through it and want to continue to, trust in the Lord
Mhm.
and um, gives them hope, then all of the stuff that I've been through is all worth it, you know?
Amen. Amen. Thanks, Reg, for allowing us to get to know you a little bit more. Bless everyone.